Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with the Progetto, which is one of the best premium tanks. And by the way, yesterday I played the game with some lower tiers, and I felt like my brain is in the game already, but we'll see. Anyways, how you can buy with Progetto, there is not that much time left. You have like 20 hours or so to get the Progetto from the store. Overall, the tank is worth it, and I think it is one of the better tanks that you can buy overall. There is nothing more to say. Meanwhile, we played with a Progetto last time in February 2023, so it's about the time to refresh our knowledge with this tank, and overall the tank is rated very well. Obviously, if you are curious how the armor modules are looking like of one or another tank, keep this in mind. Index page is here always for you. Plus on top of that we have the new feature, which is specs, or pretty much the tank stats, so you can see more stats than you can see in the game, and you can play around over there. Meanwhile, oh my bananas, what a beautiful matchmaking we have. Would you look at that? Okay, what do we have? Empire's Border, Standard Battle. Too bad not winning side, or at least not the side that I would love to play in, but I think we are going to be just fine. What is my goal? My goal is to go into the heavy line and pretty much slap everyone who is playing over there. Now, from this side, in my humble opinion, you cannot make a hardcore pressure like this. It's just simply putting your signature to Death Pact, if I can say so, and it's just simply not a good idea. So instead of doing that, we are clearing this, and after that, we will see what we are going to do. Are we going to make pressure towards this side, or keep making pressure like this, or going for a base defense? Everything depends on the situation. Let's go. All in all, Progetto, in my opinion, is one of the best premium tanks out there. It has auto reloader mechanic, the gun is good. Only one drawback of this vehicle, at least in my humble opinion, is armor, but you cannot have it all, right? It's just simply impossible. Other than that, you are sitting very well with this vehicle, and there is absolutely no complaints, at least from my point of view in this situation. The tank overall is very strong, and obviously remember there is pretty much copy-pasted version of this vehicle. It is called Mars, right? Although Mars was significantly more expensive as a vehicle, so please keep this in mind as well. Mars was very expensive, and I would even go as far as to say extremely overpriced as well. Okay, meanwhile, the best part of this tank is auto reloader gun, at least in my opinion. What do you mean skill auto reloader gun? How it can be a good part of this? Well, you see, whenever you have auto reloader, you do not need to think ahead that much, right? Comparing to the auto loader, you can fully clip someone out and still be completely fine, because soon you are going to have at least one in the magazine, or you will be able to shoot. Obviously, to maintain the best DPM, you should shoot one by one, but to be completely honest with you, I do not play like this with this vehicle. I just simply do not play like this with this tank. I don't really think this is the proper play, and I don't think this is the right way to do the things. It's significantly easier to simply clip someone out and then chill until you are going to reload, or alternatively shoot 2x2, right? So for example, you are shooting twice, after that you are going on the reload, obviously, and then you are shooting twice again. I think this is the proper way to do the things. For example, in this situation, I'm not going to shoot once again. I am completely fine. I am just waiting. I'm enjoying myself, and this is where the hit points are, at least in my opinion. I think we are sitting very well in this situation. All we need to do for a full happiness is we need to have our eyes widely open, and we are going to be completely fine. Plus on top of that, our S1 has plenty of the hit points left, so what we are going to do, we are going to take this position just like so. Now look at this, we have 3 in the mag, so that basically means we can simply clip the living crap out of this gentleman, and he won't be able to do absolutely anything for us. Also, I believe there is a battle of the centuries. Progetto against the Borat, and to be fair with you, both of the tanks are absolutely glorious and both of the tanks are very, very good. There is nothing to complain about, if you know what I mean. Literally. And even for a newer player, obviously for a newer player, in my opinion, you need to have quite some armor, so, you know, your mistakes won't be as brutal, right? But even with the mistakes, Progetto is still very, very, very solid vehicle, and everything is completely fine with the tank. How we could go for this Achilles? Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to go for Shrek. Shrek is pretty much dead. I don't really think he can do anything about this. And now all we need to do for a full happiness is to shoot this gentleman once, twice, and then go for this Leo. Once again, pretty simple play, nothing unusual. Yes, I'm aware of that I can hit him, and he knows that I can hit him as well, and easy victory for us. And I would say we have done a very, very good job. Plus, on top of that, we have plenty of chances to get some more use. For example, slapping this Mr. Scorpion, right? Because I want to believe we are going to do that well. So yep, just a great tank, fellas. There is not many tanks that I would love to the level that I love Progetto. Also, quite funny thing, back in the day, Progetto line got nerfed, like tier 10, tier 9, tier 8, and this premium tank got buffed because it got rammer installed for this vehicle, if I can say so, right? That pretty much means this is the strongest version of Progetto we ever had, which is quite nuts to think about, but it's just how it goes, it's just how it is. Nothing to say about that, right? That is World of Tanks. Okay, beautiful. Now we are going to slap this guy with a style. How about that? How about that, fellas? How about that? I could not present this tank better myself. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Even though map was kind of a stinker, but luckily we were top tier, and we realized that we need to come back for a base defense and just to wipe that side completely out of the map, and that worked just fine. And even with a score like this, it's not an ace wanker, so you can imagine how expectation values are looking like for this tank. 7,000 damage, 7 kills, 4,600 damage, 200 assisting damage, first class, top gun, sniper schnitzel, high caliber, 1.4 base experience, not an ace. That is something, fellas. And we got 179,000 profits, although 65,000 profits comes from completing the mission. Okay, round number 2, Serene Coast standard battle. Let's see what we can do in this way. I can instantly tell you that I'm not planning to go up here, neither I'm planning to go to the heavy line. I don't feel like this is the best decision for us, so instead of doing that, I'm going to lurk around the middle. I think middle is going to be a great choice for us, and hopefully our light tanks will spot whenever someone will make silly goose decision. For example, this bulldog, he's going through the middle of the field, so that is pretty good for us. And if this gentleman is going to turn towards us, we are going to slap the living crap out of him. Speaking about slapping, there is nothing to slap at this point. He is dead, at least it looks like it. Now, what we can expect that enemies would have a light tank somewhere over there. Usually they do. Usually there is 3090 sitting somewhere over there, you know? Or I supposed to say ELC even sitting somewhere over there. Or alternatively, they may have someone sitting here as well. But at this point, we are chilling. Meanwhile, we have a MX-65T just making pressure up front. This is quite an interesting one. Good, at least now we know, and it doesn't look like this gentleman is getting spotted. That being said, I am just simply trying to find the proper angles to punish enemies for their stupidity. That's all we are doing in this situation, right? So we do not need to think too much. We just simply need to have our eyes widely open and just to pay attention what is happening over there, right? It's not so hard to punish them whenever they are over peaking or whenever someone is playing right here, because I have a feeling that Scorpion and this Kapaza still could be lurking around this area. Speaking of the Scorpion, Scorpion is trying to escape. Beautiful pre-aim from our side, beautiful couple of the free shots, I always accept those, and I'm feeling very, very great about that. Very, very nice. Now, I still want to lurk around this area. I think this is the proper way to do the things. Yes, I'm aware of the ELCs that could be here or alternatively here, but in my humble opinion, it doesn't change absolutely anything, because all we care about, slapping every and each gentleman who is playing in in this side, right? I believe that makes sense, and we are feeling completely all right. Obviously, we could make quite a bit of pressure, but I'm not entirely sure do I want to do that. Okay, I'm spotted. Not a big surprise. Do you remember what I said about the ELC events? Those mother truckers are extremely sneaky bastards. They can make pressure just like so, and they can survive for a very, very, very long time. But once again, we are feeling pretty great with all of this stuff. So far, so good. Now, this ELC will think about getting involved just like so, and my goal is to make sure that I am going to punish him every single time whenever he is going to make pressure, right? And look at this. Once again, not a rocket science, even though we are made out of paper. All we want to do, we want to keep punishing enemy forces whenever they are doing something silly. That's all there is to say, and that's all we need to do for a full happiness over there. Eyes widely open and just slap them. Now, the next part will be for us to take this position here. Why am I thinking about this part in this way? Because I have a feeling that it is going to be the best play for us, right? At least this is what I want to believe. All we need to do, we need to cross just like so, and we should be alright. Yes, I know Scorpion may hit me, I don't really care about that too much. And we are just pushing through the middle of the field just like so towards the enemies. That's okay, very, very good. So far we are doing a great job. Excellent. Now, double penetrator should be able to say hello for a Scorpion, because this gentleman still should be sitting here, right? Not a big surprise, beautiful. This is one of those moments whenever I am not going to fully unload, because I will lose a lot of DPM if I am going to do so. So I would rather still have one in the magazine just in case, right? This is pretty much protection for us. Beautiful, very, very, very nice. Now we can keep making pressure here, and we can eliminate the folks that are sitting somewhere in this area. That's all we need to do for a full happiness. Once again, Progetto is absolutely glorious as a tank, fellas. I could try to complain, I could try to shit-talk this tank, but there is nothing to shit-talk. This tank is just that bloody good. This tank is just that bloody good, fellas. Okay, what do we want to do here? We want to flank this cover 5. I am aware of the risk which I am taking going like this. But you know what? I am a big boy, I'm going to be okay. So how are we going to do this? First things first, I want to say hello for ELC. And I want to say hello for this Kapaza. This time I'm not going to mess around. I am just simply going to use full my clip over there. And in the same time, we should be able to eliminate this guy. He's already dead. That's great. Good, 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 good. How about Jet Panther? Jet Panther is sitting hold down. Not a big surprise, but we are okay. Relax. Take it easy. We are sitting very, very well here. I have a feeling that our folks would be able to eliminate this guy like there is no tomorrow, so all we need to do for a full happiness is to cross like this. How risky is that? It is pretty risky, but you know what? Sometimes you need to risk it for the biscuit for a full happiness, right? That's what we are doing in this situation. And even though this light tank is slapping the living crap out of us, to be fair with you, I do not really care. Maybe I should have. I knew that Ian Hush has a magazine. I am very, very well aware of that, but yet still I went for that. Not the finest endgame situation and not ideal play from my side. It's okay. I could have gotten a couple of more shots, but that's okay. I'm not going to cry over it, and I'm not going to complain over it. We are completely fine. Okay, fellas, and we are back. 3.7 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. Not the game I would complain about, although it wasn't ideal play from me, and I am accepting this as well. We made 85,000 profits. So far, so good. And after a couple of games, our average performance is solid 4.2 thousand damage and 300 assisting damage. Can we keep it up? Only time will tell. And last but not least, we are stuck in Airfield. In the desert, fellas. It feels like Dubai, okay? This is how it feels like. And it is not a place to be, just saying. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to make somewhere play in the mid. I want to find the enemy that would make a silly goose decision and then just to slap the living crap out of them. This is my goal, this is my dream, and this is what I am looking for. My man, you sexy, magnificent mother trucker. Would you look at that? Private dance in the Dubai. It is definitely Dubai, fellas. Definitely. Okay. What do we want to see? We want to see some sniper schnitzels here in the back, right? This is what we would love to see. How we could do this in a smart way? Okay, we can see that Arta is shooting from somewhere over there. That's okay. I'm waiting until Arta will shoot again. Hopefully this time Arta won't slap us. I am just preparing for a good angle to punish this clicker. That's all I am doing in this situation. I need to see from where is he shooting. I know that we can hit him. You know that we can hit him. We are okay. I mean, I have a good understanding where he could be. Right there, right there. Smart. Very, very smart, mother trucker. Okay. I mean, it's not a horrible trade. I took 200 in the face. I gave 500 back. This is not the game that I am going to complain about or I am going to cry about. It's okay. It is okay. Now, for me, in my head, fellas, this map is called You Push, You Lose. Right? What do I mean by saying this? Whenever you are being aggressive in the airfield, usually you are just simply taking one for the team and you can go pretty much next. This is how I look into this game or this map overall, right? Maybe that's me being spoiled, mother trucker. That was a bomber medal. That was a bomber medal from our Arta. Would you look at that? Double kill! Yeah. It doesn't happen that often, so not a big surprise that gentleman is very, very excited about it. There is quite a bit of the stuff to be excited about. Okay. What do we want to do now? We want to say hello for the German CDC. German CDC is dead. Meanwhile, a light tank is dancing. Fellas, I do not know what to say. I have a feeling our team is having way too great of the time. Honestly, our team has way too great of the time. Okay, how we could do this? If I would go like this, would I be able to punish this Progetto? Huh. This is actually a pretty difficult one and pretty hard one, but I have a feeling that I may do that. Okay, Sue is getting involved, that's fine. Sue is getting involved over there. I'm trying to figure out how to play the game and how not to make a mistake, because obviously any mistake will be crucial from our side. I think I figured it out. I do not care about this side anymore, honestly speaking. I just don't care about this side. because the main hit points isn't in this area. Enemies are losing this game pretty much just like so. So what we need to do, we need to make sure that we are going to get a couple of extra shots. And you know what? Looking into all of this, I do not like how am I playing this game. I just simply need to go for this Progetto, and I need to slap the living crap out of this gentleman. This is how it feels like to me, and I think this is the proper play in this type of situation. Even then, I think it is kind of a game over. What can we do in this type of situation? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, to be completely honest with you, we cannot do too much. The situation is 14-0, and I would not act surprised if Arta would drown himself. This is World of Tanks, fellas. This is World of Tanks. 15-0, 3 minutes. You know what? 3 minutes, as someone would say, 3 minutes is not that bad. It could be worse, you know? It could be worse. The base could be captured in the first 30 seconds or something, right? And I'm not talking about World of Tanks. Okay, once again, we can't complain about this. We need to be humble and we need to accept that. So what do we have? 1,600 damage, 600 assisting damage. We are okay. Second by experience. Third by the damage. That wasn't the greatest play from my side, and I'm accepting this. And we got 62,000 profits. That is okay. And in the end of the day, we finished our session with 3,300 average damage and 500 assisting damage. Fellas, honestly, without any jokes, just saying the thing straight, in my humble opinion, Progetto is one of the best, if not the best, premium medium tank, honestly. Is it for everyone? No, definitely not, but it is definitely for me, right? So if you ever thought about picking up the tank, medium tank, right, Progetto could be a proper option for that. That's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you had a great time, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.